Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson in our series of writing lessons. Today we are going to see another type of sentences. Our sentence today is called the complex sentence. So what is the complex sentence? The complex sentence is simply a sentence, one sentence, made of two or more clauses, but it's the same as the compound sentence, but there is a difference. What is the difference? The difference is that this type of sentences is made of one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. We are going to see what do we mean by that. So let's look at the first sentence we have here. She didn't come to class. That's a complete sentence. Or we can say this is a main clause or an independent clause. But the second one, she was ill because she was ill. Here, because she was ill is a complete clause. And we can't say, for example, you can't come to somebody and you ask him or you tell him, because she was ill. Because she was ill, he will tell you, so what? So you need to explain. Because she was ill, she didn't come to class. Or she didn't come to class because she was ill. So this is what we mean by a complex sentence. We have one main clause and we can have one or more. This is, I want you to just focus on one, and the second one is a dependent clause. Okay, we can have two or three or more, but in order to write good and clear, stick to one main clause, one independent clause, or one dependent clause. Okay, so look here, we have because. Here we have when. When I arrived, that's a sentence, I arrived, or that's an independent clause. She was gone. When I arrived, she was gone. She was gone is an independent clause. So this is a complex sentence. We have when. I watched my best film after I had done my homework, which means I had done my homework first. After that, I watched my best film. So here we have because, we have when, we have after. What do we call these? They are subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions. Okay, so let's recapitulate. We say or we speak about a complex sentence when we have one main clause, or we call it also independent independent clause, plus one dependent. Why did we say dependent? Because it depends on the other one. It cannot stand by itself. We cannot write it just like this, because she was ill. But we can write, she didn't come to class. That's correct. She didn't come to class. Sarah didn't come to class. Okay? So it's correct. And it's meaningful. But you can't say because she was ill, because here, because is part of this sentence or this clause, okay? And it's the same when I arrived. If you say to somebody, when I arrived, he is still waiting for some more information to understand what do you mean, okay? So, subordinating clause we have, or subordinating conjunctions, we have a lot. We have so many. We are going to look at them all, because we are going to look at them in details later on in other videos. But today we will just look at some of them. So we have after, before, since, if, when, while, although, as soon as, etc. We have many others. We are going to come back to these in details when we deal with cohesive devices. But now I just want you to focus on these type of sentences. They are very easy to write, but we have to master them. Okay, and this is the type of the sentence that you need to write a lot. Okay, you are going to use some very few simple sentences, some compound sentences, and as you have noticed when we discussed compound sentences, they are easy because we have only 7 coordinating conjunctions, but here we have a lot of subordinating conjunctions. So we need to master them and to know how to use them. Look here, she, that's the subject, didn't come to class, and we have here again subject, verb, and we have a complement. Here I arrived, we have only subject and verb. She was gone, also subject and verb. And we have I watched my best film. Here I watched, we have subject, verb and object, etc. What is important again? Capital letter and full stop at the end of each sentence. Okay, this is what we call subordinating conjunctions. And for example, because it expresses cause, and we have when and after. This is for type. You speak about the time of something happening, etc. Before, since, if, and so on. If for condition, when, again, time and while, or opposite, we have although for concession, etc. We are going to look into these in details in other videos. So try to copy these, try to focus on writing as many sentences as possible, because this is the type of sentences that you will need to use in your writing. For example, if you are writing cause and effect sentences, you are going to use because, as a result, etc. If you are looking for addition, you can have in addition to that, etc. We don't have it here, and so on and so forth. So again, write as many sentences as possible. You can write them on the comment, and I will give you my comments on them if they need something. Okay, I will give you my feedback. Just write them in the comment section below. And again, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe and like our video. And thank you. See you in another video.